G'day guys, it's Geordie here from Neighbourhood. Are you looking for new ways to automate your manual processes? Learning how to automatically set and sync record lifecycle stages offers you just that. And today we're going to show you exactly how to do just that. As a heads up, this applies to all products and plans to capitalize on these features. If you're keen on more practical support inside HubSpot, Neighbourhood offers a comprehensive, easy to follow course so you're making the most out of HubSpot. It even comes with a money back guarantee. To find out more, check out the link in the description below. If you want to take your learning offline though, we'll include a free downloadable PDF of this how-to in the description below. So when you land in HubSpot, you're going to be potentially in the contacts view here, but we're going to show you how to get into the automating side of your lifecycle stages. Now, lifecycle stages, as you can see here, they're in this view. You'd actually have to edit those columns to actually make it appear here, but for the sake of this, we've already done it ahead. Lifecycle stages are a general kind of definition of where your contacts and also your company's leads, I guess you'd call them as well, are in your sales process. So, somebody is just subscribing to your blog or your newsletter versus as we get down to, customer, they're an existing customer and they've purchased from you. Or an evangelist is someone who is promoting your company, who is a big fan of your company and promotes them. By default, these are the definitions that you have. You can do a Google search and see all the different examples that HubSpot have set up, all their definitions, all the way from subscriber to another one as well. What we're going to talk about today is automating these and also creating your own custom ones, because not everyone's customer journey will follow this exact same one. So HubSpot has actually allowed you to create new ones, set your own definitions, and also set them up automatically so it automatically will change between each of these. Back in the day, for a lot of these, you would have to set up workflows to say, okay, if they complete this action, then set as sales qualified lead, set as opportunity. What we're going to talk about today is how to quickly automate these. Now, if I go up into the settings up here, it is taking me automatically to contacts here in the setup, but in case it doesn't, go down into data management, objects and contacts. I'm going to bring you here, and then we're going to click on the lifecycle stage there. Now, what this section here gives you a bit of a breakdown of all your different types of lifecycle stages that you do have set up already. We can add new ones in. I'll come back down to that in just a second. So you can see all of them here, and then the number of contacts who have that lifecycle stage. If you click on that, so you can see 178 and 86 companies are set as lead in our system currently. If you come back up here, we might touch on the syncing of lifecycle stages, so you can sync between a contact and a company. So that means that if one of the contacts associated to a company is set to become a customer, then it will sync that company to customer as well. In particular for B2B, that makes the most sense. In B2C, you might be talking to two different people at a company, and one of them has purchased from you, one of them hasn't. You wouldn't necessarily want to sync that primary company to be a customer by that point. One thing you can do here is you can click on that to learn more about lifecycle stages there. That's where those definitions will live, so you can go directly there rather than just Googling it. And then what we're going to talk about here is the automation around each of these. So what we can do here is you can toggle this on and off. And that example there where I said you used to have to create a workflow to then set each of these lifecycle stages, you can still go and do that. This is just a much quicker, simpler way of just setting, I guess, the core lifecycle stages of when a contact or company is created, they automatically get set to lead in this case. When a deal is created, it'll be an opportunity. And then when a deal is won, they become a customer. Now, in a lot of cases, businesses have different definitions or different names for some of these. Or it might be they reach a customer at a certain stage. You might want to make a custom one. So if we come down here, you can add a stage and name it something in particular. I've had examples where when the invoice gets paid, that is a stage in their journey that they want to mark. So we can move that up into in between opportunity and customer. We're going to have that as a stage. So when I come back up here, we can then set each of these different definitions here. So the first one is when a contact or company is created. Again, that's just a lead for us. But when a deal is created, opportunity in this case, but when a customer is won, we're going to say when they have paid their invoice, when a deal is won, we're going to set them as invoice paid. And then there's another action maybe that we have that sets them as customer, but that happens later on. So the key three things here for the automation is contact or company getting created, then when a deal is created, and then when a deal is won. They're the three ones that you can automatically set. If you are looking at creating your own custom ones, get crystal clear with what the definition of that is and make sure it has a purpose. If you were to build this out like it was your sales process from subscriber or new lead all the way through to customer, and you might have had 20 different stages and things that need to happen there, probably not a good use of setting up these lifecycle stages, because you can track that as the deal. But if that is really important to you to really narrow down every single contact or company and really narrow it down into each of those different stages, and you're going to report on those, then that makes sense as well. In the case of you just wanted to set up when a contact or company is created, you have that automation, you can just toggle that off so that when a deal is created, no automation is set. And you might control that yourself, is that when a deal is created, you want to set it to something in particular, or it might be that you don't want to update it from lead, it stays a lead, and then it might get updated to opportunity when it reaches a certain stage in that pipeline. And that's where you would go and actually build that out, so that it could be an opportunity deal stage. You might map your lifecycle stages alongside that deal pipeline of opportunity when it's actually been a bit more qualified past these stages. But then we do have our third one here turned on. So when a deal is won, it automatically sets it to our lifecycle stage that we've created here. And there you have it. You now know how to automatically set and sync record lifecycle stages inside HubSpot. If you want to make the most out of HubSpot, Neighbourhood offer a step-by-step course covering marketing, sales, service, and CMS Hub in depth, ensuring you and your team are best serving your customers while developing efficient internal processes. We'll include a link for this below. If you're after a PDF version of this for later, or you're passing it on to a mate in need, we'll include a link in the description. If you gain value from this video or are keen to learn more about HubSpot, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. But for now, happy HubSpotting.